In the previous video, we worked on setting up rendering for an interior, taking care about the lighting and the materials and the various extra effects that we can add, and how to solve also some issues concerning, again, the interior. Now, when we're working in the interior, we're going to remove whatever is in outside our view, out the scope, out of the camera. It's not visible, it's not needed. And the same thing goes for the exterior or, well, any other rendering. So in the exterior that we're gonna develop, we're gonna hide or we're going to remove everything that is indoor that is not visible. And even something that is visible can be hidden by using, instead of like clear glass, some more reflective glass, or even if you use something really close to a mirror. So, or you can, another option is to turn the glasses into a light, like an emissive light like this. So it won't let you see what's inside. And that's more like for a night scenario rather than a day scenario. So we're going to see some techniques that we can use in exterior design. And this concludes the 3 videos. So one was for the product, and what we added more effects and details. The other one was for the interior. This one here will be for the exterior. Now, before we move on, I want to point out that you can do a lot of post-production. Once the rendering is finished, your work isn't finished. You can continue by adding elements with photo montages. You can add people, you can add bushes, trees, you can add cars, you can add content using artificial intelligence really easily. And also you can enhance the entire image, the entire rendering using different types of AI. Now I want to show you one that I've used here that it's called the Kreai AI, and we also dedicated some videos to this artificial intelligence tool, which is really easy to use, really fast. I don't know if it's the best, but it does the work. It's free and you can test it if you want. So I uploaded the image of the interior, and I have then the enhanced interior. So what this AI does? Well, we still can see a little bit of noise because the render wasn't denoised. I didn't use the denoiser here, so it has a little bit of grain and noise around. So also remains in the enhanced version, but you can see the rendering is pretty much the same. What it changes a little bit are the little details, like on the materials. The materials look a little bit more realistic, less repeated, and also in the exterior, the trees and the background, it looks a little bit better. You know, it's the fine details. I'm gonna show you also this one for the render of the product visualization. You can see this is the original here, and the enhanced one is just you can see it has more details on the, the apparel and on the face. You know, bits and pieces here and there have been improved. So I always try to give a quick pass in answers to see if it is going to help me to make it more realistic. And again, this is for the exterior. You can see, well, this is the enhanced, and this one here is the original. So there's not so much difference, but look at, for example, this chimney here. You can see the texture, it's a little bit repetitive. So when we go here, you can see it's kind of more hidden out, and in general, it looks more realistic. And also look at the trees in the background. There you go. So you can see the work that it does. So first tip for this lesson is use AI tools that can help you to quickly fix and adjust and improve and enhance your render. And this one here that I introduced is Kreai AI. Again, we created a video guide specifically for this, so just go and check in the channel. So just use the search here, type Kreai English, and you'll find some video guides about this. And what else? So this is the actual site. So you just need to upload, you need to log in. Once you do that, you're gonna have, let me see here, this one was the interior. So you also have this line here that divides, and you can see the before and after, and you can also increase the resolution by, well, there are like the highest resolution is for paid members, but you can have a look and you can help yourself with some AI. Now, I also want to introduce another tool that we can install. It's called the Light Manager add-on. When you start to have a lot of lights in the scene, I think this is a really good add-on, and it's not inside Blender, so you can get it from Gumroad. And this is the author here, so you can also donate some, you can do a donation, or you can just put 0 and purchase. Once you download it, all you need to do is go into preferences, go into the add-on sections, click this little arrow, install from disk, just navigate where you download the file, click on the file, and it should be, there you go. In this case, it's a py file. So just double click there, install from disk, and that's going to be it. So the add-on will be inside. Now, the tree lighting was good for the studio setup or the product visualization that we saw earlier. The light manager, we can also turn it off. The light manager instead, it's, well, you can use it anywhere. I'm going to show you quickly how it works, but also we created other videos for this. And before we actually move on, just the last one I want to show you that we're going to use in this video, it's stored views. Now, that's an add-on that you should find directly inside Blender. You don't need to get it from outside, and that will help you to set up quickly the views for your rendering. So, and prepare the rendering that you're gonna do. So if you look for stored views, there you go. You can just install it directly from here. You don't need to download it externally. Okay, once we've done that, let's see how they work. First of all, Line Manager is going to be down here. It's called LM. I'm just going to get out the camera so we can navigate in the scene. And so with the add-on here, we need to click on Select All Lights. And you can see that all the light available in the scene will be then listed in here. And I can easily manage it, all of them, directly in here. I can increase the intensity. For example, let's pick the sun. I can increase the intensity of the sun. You can see the intensity of the sun. I can isolate one light, and again I can select all the lights again, and we can change the dimensions, we can change the names, we can change the color. But the good thing is that we have everything here at our disposal. You can also have some extra here options. Also the world. So if let's say I want to do a night scene, I can put the world easily here to 0.1, and then I can go to the sun. So look for the sun and also decrease the intensity of that. So let's put like 0.1, and also like change the color. So let's do like blue color. Let me increase. Okay, so to make it a little bit more visible. And this could be like an easy setup for a night scene in an interior. So let me just close this. And also be careful on the glass. I picked another glass because the previous one that I was using didn't let the light go through. So make sure the light goes through and the material is actually working. Otherwise, you won't see the natural light from the exterior coming in. Natural light is good for the exterior, but also for the interiors. And here also in this material that I've used, which is called clean glass, you can find it in Blender Kit. It also says something really important. The glass panels, they need to have a thickness, which we applied using the Solidify modifier. If the panels don't have a thickness, well, could result in a strange things happening in the light going through the glasses. And then we have also some other suggestions here. Now, the other one, which is the store view, it's also a really cool add-on. So this one here, it's in the view. So we need to expand again, go in the view section, and all the way down here, there you go, store views. We